Giving you a quick look at Adam's little oil stash. And I'll give you my business tip. Just getting ready to go check out the airport. I got some of my supplements up here. I got some diffusers going all the way back. Diffusers, samples, personal care, skincare, oil kits, oils, kits, a couple of Aroma Completes, some Ning's Red, toothpaste, Zing, cleaner, Zing, maple syrup. This is all Thieves. I got about 20 of each of those bad boys, mints, and then some holiday collectors, and yeah, that is the Adam Green unopened warehouse. You should see my garage. That's where I got business tools. It's pretty legit. Now I flip around here and put in the background. I'm just getting ready to go to the airport. And I was thinking about something the past 2 days I was going to share with you guys before I go. I haven't periscoped in a while. But, so my tip is the truth doesn't actually matter for a lot of people. And I've realized this in the past 3 days through 2 separate scenarios. First one being there's plenty of companies jumping on essential oil bandwagons. They all want to get a piece of the oil pie. And although we have, I believe, a superior product, we have farms, we've got seed to seal, we've got over 150 different oils and yada, yada, yada. A lot of people don't care. Even though those facts might be true, they will make their decisions based on other things that might be true to them. They might make the decision based on price point. They might make the decision based on their customer loyalty or whatever. So a good thing for us to understand, and this is why I believe a lot of what we do is a numbers game, is that we need to consistently be exposing people and talking to more people and just sharing what we believe and what our truth is. Because if we get hung up on every person who doesn't see things the same thing we do, we can be very frustrated and not too happy. So when we look at oil quality, and we've got lots of oils to choose from, lots of other companies, they got like 4 oils. It's not a whole lot to choose from. It's a lot more than 4 oils going on back there. I'm just flashing my cabinet. So anyway, we've got a great product. Don't get hung up on trying to worry about other people. We've got, just own what we do, and we do it best, and just carry on with that. The other thing that made me realize that the truth doesn't always matter, and this might be a sore spot for some people, but the book exchange going on Facebook and Secret Sisters little gift exchange thing, I did a post that was likely more snarky and sarcastic than need be, but I was frustrated with everything in general on Facebook, and just, I was frustrated. And so because I was frustrated, I did a fairly sarcastic post. But what the thing that was most interesting about it is, one, if you look at the facts, it is a legitimate pyramid scheme. It's a chain letter, it's a scam, and so the math doesn't work out. And so that was something that surprised me the most. And I was probably more sensitive to it going around, because what we do as direct selling professionals, network marketing professionals, is a lot of times people confuse what we do with that stuff. And so I don't think it really gives anybody a good perception. And eventually somebody is going to lose out on that deal. They're going to get no books or no whatever. If you want to give gifts, just give gifts. If you want to be generous, be generous. We don't need a Facebook chain to do that. But the thing that surprised me probably the most is, even when presented with the facts on that, actually it's illegal. If you go by the Canada, or I think it was U.S. Postal Service, they said it's illegal. And even when presented with those facts, people still either wanted to slightly defend their point of view, or it's just harder sometimes to kind of take a step back and go oh, maybe I shouldn't have just posted that. And anyway, I'll be the first to admit that the way I probably posted was again, it was a more sarcastic manner. I could have done it in a more loving way, but I was frustrated, and I was still frustrated afterwards, so it didn't really solve it. So your lesson is don't be frustrated on social media, because it never solves anything. But even when presented with the facts and the truth, some people still didn't care. It didn't matter. They still wanted to do it. If they were coming out on top, if they got 12 gifts or 15 gifts and someone else didn't, it didn't matter. So again, going into our presentations when we talk about business or our products or whatever, I'm going to Toronto right now in a little bit to go do a business presentation for a lot of people at the Young Living Expo. And so I'm going to present our business, our company, what we got going on back here. I'm going to present the Young Living lifestyle and my belief in it. And there'll be people there, I guarantee, who in the back of their mind, they don't believe what I'm saying. They don't believe it might be true. But at the end of the day, I just have to continue to show what we have to as many people as possible. Let them make the decision if it's right for them or not. And also, everyone has a very unique timing, because when I was first introduced to this, to Young Living, I was not interested in at all, and now I'm very interested. So there was a great timing factor to that, and so that's where follow-up's important. But I don't want to take too long for this, but understand that it's important to continually show people what we have to offer and not get hung up on those who don't see things the way we do, because even if you present all the facts, they may not still agree with you, or they may not want to listen or understand that truth. And that's why we need to consistently show people that, because when we do not, when we get hung up on one or two people, we can really get drawn into that energy and get caught up in that, and then we don't show it to enough people. For those asking, I'm speaking at 1 p.m. tomorrow in Toronto. You can go to youngliving.com and on the Canadian website find out about that if you're even in the area. That's my message for today. The truth doesn't always matter. No matter how true it is, people will still make a decision based on what they believe, even when presented with the facts. And we'll wrap up with, again, this is my closet of stuff, and my logic here, I'm gonna go back, my logic here is anyone who follows Dave Ramsey, Total Money Makeover, stuff like that, talks about having like an emergency money supply. You want at least 3 months of cash of stuff that, and if something goes bad, then you've got finances that you're not making decisions on your finances exactly. So that's kind of my thought pattern with all this stuff, is I want at least a 3-month supply of every single thing that I use or want. And so that's kind of what I do these days, is I hoard a little bit. And so yeah, you can see my true source. I got Omega Gies, Longevity, some Balance Complete. I've got more than 3-month supply of Valor, because when Valor went out, I went to Singapore and bought a whole bunch because it wasn't out of stock there. And yeah, that's what I do. 3-month supply, and working up that. And yeah, thanks for following, thanks for sharing, thanks for tapping along, and we will chat with you guys later. Maybe I'll chat with you in Toronto, who knows? I only speak once. Boop. I can't even turn this thing off. There you go. Well, I'm just gonna stay with you guys.